Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, so I was going through the discovery still, like I've been doing, and so I came across the GPS of Chris's truck, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so Luke Epple, Chris's supervisor, explains the GPS is activated as soon as anyone starts the ignition of the work truck, okay? So the GPS also records any starts, stops, and the duration of any trip, okay? We're going to go through his GPS records now here. Okay, so as you can see, he starts his car at 5:18 in the morning. You know how, remember, it's parked, on the street, okay? So that's why it says, I'm pretty sure that's why it says 2905 Saratoga, because he's like out on the street. So anyway, he starts his car at 5:18 a.m. He pulls it in the drive, okay? So he shuts it off, and so it's parked. So the truck is sitting in the drive for 27 minutes before he starts it up again. So at 5:46 a.m., he starts the truck up again. And that's when he is on his way to Cervi 319, okay? So it takes him 1 hour and 7 minutes to get there. It's 47 miles away, okay? So he gets to Cervi 319 at 6:53 a.m., okay? And then as you can see, he stays at Cervi 319 in that same spot for 2 hours and 36 minutes, okay? And you can see that he does not move. He does not move at all. And it picks up even the smallest movements, because as you can see down here, when he's at Cervi 1029, I mean, it picks up when he just moves somewhere, not even a mile, and only for like 22 seconds, one of them, and one of them's like 30 some seconds. He moves a couple times, I think maybe when he backs his truck up to go to the bathroom, when he's on Cervi 1029, and it picks those up, so it does pick them up even if he just moves it a little bit. Every time you start the car, it picks up the new GPS. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's just seconds, it will pick it up, okay? So you see he's at Cervi 319 for 2 hours and 36 minutes and does not move, okay? Now, let's go back to see what Troy McCoy says when he gets to work where Chris is, okay? He even draws a little picture here it's in the discovery here. I'll show you. Okay, so this right here, this is from Troy you can see he marked by Troy McCoy 817, and this is where he marked where Chris's truck was when he got there, right there. So, and then let's read what he says about that, okay? McCoy said when he arrived at Cervi 319, there were several Anadarko employees already there. McCoy said he saw Watts, Chad McNeil, and Melissa Parrish. McCoy said Watts' vehicle was parked by the wellhead, which McCoy thought was strange. McCoy said where Watts' vehicle was parked, it was not a normal place for someone to park their vehicle. Furthermore, McCoy said if Watts was going to fix the bypass line, why did he park his vehicle so far from the area that needed to be fixed, which was near the tanks, not near the wellhead? McCoy drew a box on the aerial photo of the Cervi 319 where Watts parked his vehicle. And see attached aerial photo. And here's the photo. See? There's the wellhead. And then there's the picture of where he said Chris's car was when he pulled up. And if you go back to the GPS, you see that he never moved. He never moved that whole time he was there, okay? So that makes you wonder if he was carrying, if he's the one that did do that to his kids and he carried them, there's no way he would have carried them one by one from that spot, up to the tanks one by one. I mean, it makes sense where he's parked for where he, buried Shanann. That makes sense because Shanann, was right there. So, and then here's another graph of all. It has a pretty good graph here. Look at this one. You see, it shows you where everything is, where they found everything. The plastic bag. There's the wellhead. See, the wellhead's there. His car was right here. The plastic bag number 2, the bed sheet. This is where Shanann was. There's rake head pieces. So you see all that, okay? So, and it's 100 feet. You see, look, 100 feet from, basically they're pointing from the tank to where he buried Shanann. So, I don't know. I don't see him doing that, like walking 100 feet, taking the one kid up, going back, walking 100 more feet, taking the other kid, going back. So it does make you wonder, was there somebody else there helping them? Because if his intention was, I mean, we don't know what his intention was, but if it was to put the kids in the tank, why would he park so far away from the tanks? I know because he was burying Shanann right there, but I don't know, something just doesn't make sense with that, because I just don't see him parked there. He never moves, and just, walking one by one that far. Especially when he was, on a race with time. He was trying to get this all done before his co-workers arrived. He didn't have a ton of time. So for him to take that time, to walk each kid 100 feet away, so that's 100 feet there, 100 feet back, 2 different times, and then, to dig the grave. I mean, it just doesn't seem like it makes much sense. So I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys all think about that. Because I was thinking, he moved, like he drove up to the tanks, and then he drove his car to the wellhead, which you see the wellhead's right there, and then that's where he was parked. But then after looking at the GPS, you see that he never moved that whole time. And then we could finish going through the GPS. So after he's there at Cervi 319 for 2 hours and 36 minutes, he leaves Cervi 319. It's about 9:30 a.m. It takes him about 8 or 9 minutes to go from Cervi 319 to 1029. So to the next site. So to his second stop, it takes him about 8 or 9 minutes, okay? So, and it's about 2 miles. So he gets there at 9:39, okay? He stays at that spot for 3 hours and 13 minutes, okay? And then, so that brings you to 12:52 p.m. So at 12:52, he starts his car and he moves just a short distance. It only takes him So it only takes him 36 seconds to move wherever he moves his car. So he moves his car 36 seconds away. I don't know if that's where, he moved it to when he went to the bathroom. I'm not sure. And then, so it takes him 36 seconds to move him that time. So you see how it picks up just those little, 30 seconds of movement. Not even a mile. I mean, just a small spot, the GPS picked it up, okay? And then he stays there for 4 minutes. And then, so I'm thinking maybe that is when he went to the bathroom. 4 minutes, I'm not sure. And then at 12:57, he moves his car somewhere close again. And it takes him 22 seconds to wherever he moved his car. So, and then he's there for 3 minutes. So I don't know, maybe that was the time he backed. Maybe he pulled up, then is that the time he backed up and then to go to the bathroom? I'm not sure, but it was just all in the same area when he was at 10:29. And then at 1:01 p.m. is when he drives for 1 hour, okay? It's 44 miles to Black Mesa Road, that's where he stops off at the dumpster to drop his clothes off, and to get rid of his clothes and whatever else he got rid of. So he's there for 4 minutes. And then, so that takes you to 2:06. Because remember, at 1:01 is when he heads from Cervi to, he's going home, but he stops off at Black Mesa. So now after he, dumps his clothes, he's, stopped for 4 minutes, dumps his clothes. So at 2:06, he drives 1 minute. So he's real close to his house where he stops off. So he drives 1 minute and arrives at his house at 2:07. And he is there for 20 hours and a half. So 20 hours and 30 minutes. And then on August 14th, after 20 hours and 30 minutes, it's 10:45 a.m. He drives less than a minute up the road and is there for 6 minutes. So, and then they don't have the rest of the GPS. I wish they would have the rest just to see. At least I haven't been able to find it, but I don't know where he goes up the road. Maybe that's when he goes to look at that one house. I'm not sure. But so I don't know. What do you guys think? That's kind of interesting that he never moved his car once at Cervi 319. So do you guys think that he walked each child up 100 feet away and did that twice? Possibly, but likely, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And then in broad daylight, to carry each kid. I mean, I know it's kind of secluded, there, but I mean, it would have been in the morning, it would have been light out. So, and to carry each kid that far, just in the daylight, just risking maybe somebody seeing him. I mean, I know there probably wasn't supposed to be anybody out there at the time, but he's still risking it. And so, possibly, yeah, he could have done that. He could have carried each one's 100 feet away. But is it likely? Not so much. But I'd like to hear what you guys think on this subject. So comment down below what you guys think of this. Okay, I look forward to reading what you all have to say. Okay, everybody have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.